Hi writers, I'm C. I'm a developmental editor of fiction. Today we're going to talk about scene building blocks and the secret sauce for a good action scene, the motivation reaction unit. There are a million ways to skin a cat. If it works for you, it works. This is just something that I've noticed has helped the writers that I work with. The motivation reaction unit is a building block of a scene. It's a logical order of operations that helps with clarity and pacing. I use 5 steps. They don't all have to be completed. They don't all have to be in there, but they have to be in order. These motivation reaction units are meant to mimic the way that we think in a simplified way, which makes it easier for the reader to follow along and easier for you as a writer to build tension. Step 1 is input. So the cat takes a swipe at me. Step 2 is my unconscious reaction or my flinch response. So I pull away from the cat. Step 3 is a conscious immediate reaction. Could be me saying, "Kitty, what are you doing on my desk?" Could be me cursing up a storm. Could be me knocking the cat off my desk. You get the picture. We could cut and interrupt the cycle there when the cat retaliates and bites me in the ankle. Or we could continue the motivation reaction unit with step 4, which is deliberation, observation, decision. Stunned out of my workflow by this interaction with the cat, I look up and I realize, oh wow, it's dark out. And I think, oh, I forgot to feed the cat dinner. Step 4 is vital. It adds interiority to your narrative. And while we don't always need interiority, habitually skipping step 4 is going to start to create problems. Finally, step 5 is reaction. So I get up, I leave the room, and I go to open a tin of cat food. Remember, I mentioned that order is important. I say this because the harder the reader has to think, the slower the story is going to feel. And that's not what you want during an action scene. They're going to have to think harder if these steps are out of order because the narrative is going to start to feel a little less logical or a little harder to hold on to. It would be weird to have the character thinking about how it's the cat's dinner time before they flinch away from the cat. But I see that happen in manuscripts all the time. Writers have a lot of stuff on their minds. Sometimes they get things out of order, but keeping an eye on those MRUs and that logical order of operations while you're writing, and then again in revisions, will tremendously help the pacing and clarity of your narrative and make your action scenes a lot stronger. Hope that helped. This was Tips from a Fiction Editor. Like and follow for more.